Diego-based International Relief Teams, or IRT, delivering $100,000 worth of ready-to-eat meals to families who have been left homeless or without power in the aftermath of Hurricane Ida. And we are joined by the executive director of IRT, Barry LaForgia. Barry, welcome.
Thank you.
So $100,000 worth of these ready-to-eat meals, how many meals does that provide?
It's about 14,000 meals.
And how do you decide on the angle that you'll take? As we've had a brief chance to talk a little earlier, and you were stressing, look, we're very early in this. Is that one of the first things you do? Say, all right, you need something to eat.
Well, what we do, even before the disaster hits, we're in contact with our traditional partners in terms of who's going to do what, so that we don't duplicate each other's efforts. And we know from experience that usually when there's going to be a high wind event, such as a Category 4 storm, we know that there's going to be roof damage and there's going to be power outages. And so when there's power outages, it's important that we get ready-to-eat meals that can be eaten without the use of power to people that have been affected by the power outage.
It's interesting what you say about the coordination, because just before we came to you, we talked about another relief group working in the area and saying they needed experienced volunteers. And what you're saying is that you all are talking to each other.
Very much so. Very much so. We have our traditional partners that we use for U.S. disasters. They had pre-positioned themselves to move in to the disaster zone after the storm hit. So they're on site. They are giving us our marching orders as far as what they need next. So we did the ready-to-eat meals first. Then we ordered solar lanterns. We have 2,500 solar lanterns on their way down there for those people that have lost power, so they can not only provide some modicum of light and security to their homes, but they can also recharge their cell phones and stay in contact with their loved ones and with disaster relief agencies for help. And the next thing we've done is that we've ordered almost 4,600 tarps that are coming out of New York area today that will be delivered tomorrow in the disaster zone, so that people can tarp their roofs, because there's a lot of roof damage with regards to a high wind event.
And International Relief Teams has been offering relief since back in the 1980s through many different events that have taken place. When you look at the news footage and what's happening now in Louisiana, how big of a relief mission is this one?
I think it's going to be a long-term mission because, for instance, we were involved with Katrina for 6.5 years after the disaster. And again, this is not as widespread as Katrina, but it was even more intense where it did hit. So I see we're going to be involved for weeks and months ahead at least, and probably years ahead if we get into long-term disaster construction.
Where do your team members come from?
All throughout the country. We have a wide range of people, not just from San Diego. And we have our skilled construction teams who are now working up in Northern California with the fires. They're working in Paradise. And we've had a number of teams that have been up there and will be going 3 more times to the end of the year. So we're stretched pretty thin right now, but our team members come throughout the nation.
And folks can help you out. Donations can be made to irteams.org. Be aware of that. We've been talking to the executive director of San Diego-based International Relief Teams, Barry LaForgia. Barry, thank you for what you do, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, Texas now has one of the strictest abortion laws in the country after the Supreme Court declined to block it. The controversial law went into effect at midnight. It prevents women from getting abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy. Well, that's before many even know that they're pregnant. Law also allows citizens to sue anyone who helps a woman get an abortion. Well, rights groups say the law is a direct challenge to Roe v. Wade, landmark decision legalizing abortion. It's unclear if the law will stay or if further legal action will stop it. Florida man has been arrested and charged with a $25 million extortion scheme involving Representative Matt Gaetz. According to the indictment, 62-year-old Stephen Alford told Gaetz' family that he could get them a pardon or make an investigation go away in exchange for millions of dollars. It's unclear how he would have done that. The representative is currently under federal investigation for accusations of having a relationship with a 17-year-old and paying her to travel with him, but he has not been charged for any wrongdoing. Matt Gaetz has denied all the allegations. A protest turning violent right in front of Mayor Todd Gloria's home. Protesters are now talking about the moment that a man shot into the crowd. Community activist Tasha Williamson says that she and about 15 others were rallying against the city's homeless policing tactics in front of the mayor's home in the Mission Hills neighborhood Monday night. Just as the gathering was wrapping up, protesters say a man driving this gold truck suddenly revved his engine and drove toward the group. After missing the crowd, they say he went into a nearby apartment, came out with a gun, and shot at least one shot toward the crowd.
This man is shouting, "I'm gonna shoot you in your face," repeatedly, and people couldn't even get up to their car because their car is past where he is.
San Diego police later arresting Lonnie Crawford. Mayor Gloria's office sent ABC 10 News a statement that read in part, "I am grateful for our police department's quick work that apprehended the suspect." Crawford's arraignment set for January 13th of next year. Local